In the Thundersport GV program here today is the Terminoni Superstock 600. Seb Bolton leads the championship, but Mark Hughes is looking incredibly keen to take another victory. Robin, over to you.
Thanks very much, Steve. Yes, down the grid, and a rare sight in British racing. The grid at Cadwell Park lineup 3 to 3 rather than 4 before. So on the front row, Seb Bolton, Mark Hughes, and Mark Newland. Adam Robinson, Scott Wilson, and Josh Leading on the second row. Curtis Rockwell, Luke Tansey, Greg James on that third row. Sid gets out of the way, watch the lights time, and away we go. And my goodness me, Seb Bolton, a fantastic start from him. And Mark Hughes, though, Steve, going right with him.
Yeah, Seb Bolton, the Bracknell rider, leads the championship at the moment, but Mark Hughes, number 8 from Manchester, well, he's been on it all year as well. He's a few points behind, but here at Cadwell Park, anything can happen.
Well, we saw Mark Newland involved with Errol Ahmet back at Old Park in that first corner crash. Mark Newland certainly seems undaunted by that here at Cadwell. Errol Ahmet, though, I think will be a bit missed to have qualified so far down the grid.
Yeah, he will. He's been having all sorts of bike problems, and I believe he wants to say a special thank you to Simon Gardner and Darren Tritton, who have given him a lot of help to get the bike out there. So I think he's just happy to try and get a few points this weekend.
And in these early stages, Seb looking good over the top of the mountain, down through Hall Bend. There's Mark Newland going right with him. This circuit, Steve, and we go on about it, we can't help it. Every shot on every corner, it is the most spectacular circuit on the calendar, isn't it?
It is. It's a rider's favourite, and it's a fantastic place to be. I think a lot of riders, it can bite you. There's a lot of riders out there that don't fancy it too much, that have had the odd crash, especially around the gooseneck. You come off there, you really know about it.
Well, I think that's one of the things that is remarkable about Seb Bolton this season, because a couple of seasons ago, Cadwell did exactly that. It did bite back to Seb. He had a horrible crash and picked up lots of nasty injuries. And for a time, it was a case of, is he going to get back on a bike again? If he does, will his career be on track? But this season has really proved that Seb Bolton is as good as anybody who sits aboard the bike. He's had a fantastic year, and look at him at the moment, screaming down through the gooseneck into Mansfield. Mark Hughes behind him. Now, at most of the Thundersport rounds so far, Mark Hughes has been man most likely to have nicked a win off Seb, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, he's a good rider. He likes to bike a bit wild, though, and sideways. So there's Mark Hughes in second. You see there, number 14, that's Mark Newland from South Africa in third, just ahead of Northern Irish rider Scott Wilson.
Yeah, good to see Scott making a good account of himself. He qualified on that second row just ahead of Josh Leading. And he's still there or thereabouts, but it's these two out the front, coming down to the start-finish line. Seb Bolton flat on it. Mark Hughes, look at the intent there. And there, Mark Newland in third, and Josh Leading just moving up ahead of Scott Wilson. Number of riders, of course, this weekend, Steve, are joining in, knowing full well that in a couple of weeks' time it'll be BSB here at Cadwell Park.
Yeah, there are 1 or 2 riders here ready for that, and the lap times certainly show as well, because Seb Bolton and Mark Hughes are on British Championship pace at the moment. Their times would probably put them on the front couple of rows of the BSB, so yeah, a few riders in preparation for that.
Yeah, down to Mansfield. That is, again, a fantastic idea of what Cadwell provides. The gooseneck, which is worrying enough in itself, down the hill into Mansfield, which is an overtaking place for the big, the brave, or the completely daft. And down into the bottom of the mountain, look at that, concentration. Seb Bolton there. Up the hill, let's watch him over the top. And the chasing pack. Looks like Greg James, number 31, ahead of Greg James. Another young rider has moved up from Super Team, and you notice, round after round, he's getting regular top 10 places. Looking very good, Steve.
He is. He's looking solid on the 600. He enjoys it out there as well, and good luck to him. Hopefully we'll see him up in the top 5 a bit more soon.
Leads it through up the hill towards Charlie. And the back follows. Now, Seb Bolton coming round past down towards Chris Curve and approaching the gooseneck. Josh Leading a little bit loose there, but still on board. And there's Scott Wilson chasing hard after Mark Newland. Down towards the gooseneck they go.
Yeah, Seb's not really making a mistake here, as he's not putting a foot wrong, because Mark Hughes is lapping in similar lap times, so you would think that one mistake from Seb and Mark Hughes is going to be all over the back of him.
Yep, Seb Booton's putting the fastest lap of the race so far, but the pressure's still on as we approach the closing stages. There goes Seb up the hill and over the top, so Boop is still from Mark Hughes. There, down through Hall Bend. Such a great, and not such a great sight there. And down goes Steve, Josh Leaning.
Yeah, Josh Leaning from third has gone, so that means Seb's going to take the win. And it looks like Scott Wilson might be taking the surprise third.
Well, there is the checker flag indeed out there. Double checkers here at Cadwell. A good second for Mark Hughes. And as you say, Steve, Scott Wilson the beneficiary. Josh Leaning, thank goodness, walking away from there. Yeah, raised his hand. He's unhurt. And a very happy Seb Bulby. And a very happy Mark Hughes indeed as well. The two of them riding up towards Mandy together. Seb Bulby the win then in the Superstock 600 from Mark Hughes. Scott Wilson third, Mark Newland fourth, Nick Anderson was fifth, and Mike Clay